What's up, my Cowboys family? Everyone from YouTube, welcome. Welcome aboard. As we are about to board our plane shortly, guys, myself and fiance are about to take off. Well, not actually about to take off from the home base to the airport and to our wonderful vacation on the horizon here. Still have family here back here at the home front guarding it. You know what I mean? So we're gonna be taking off soon. But guys, there's a lot of big news right now in the Dallas Cowboy world, and I just want to make sure we get it out here just at the last moment. So what's up? Yes, I Lavolts. What's up? Daryl Lowe, 100% right. Just broke. Might as well throw that in there, even though really we don't care, but we do kind of care because we got to see them twice. Orlando Scandrick officially has agreed to a 2-year deal worth a maximum value of $10 million. All right, this is from a source through Ian Rappaport. Dallas. So basically, he's going from the Cowboys to a rival, the Washington Redskins. Salute, Law Nation. What's up? How you doing? Got some good info coming. So and some stuff, I think you've touched on. We've all touched on here in Cowboy Nation. So let me know what you think. So Orlando Scandrick, 2-year deal, max value of 10 million. Bon voyage, that's fine. But we see him twice. Remember that, guys. We're going to see him 2 times. Now, let's stick with the Cowboy stuff because that's really what I want to talk about right now. As you can see by our, and I don't know if I fixed it on the thumbnail. I really should have done it. I don't think I did. But, yeah, I didn't fix it. I will fix it, though, later, guys. If you saw our Twitter post, it basically shows the 7 guys that we're going to, 6 guys are definitely bringing in, and a 7th that I think is of utmost importance. Let me see what you guys are saying here. Daryl O, iVolts, what's up, man? Thank you. Hopefully I'll have a good flight. Over the movie, be safe. Buddy Johnson in the house. Yes, we're gonna have fun, man. We're gonna have fun, relax, romantic. It's gonna be cool. Just get away from everything, and we'll still be checking in some international go lives, international live streams if possible. We'll see if we get 1 or 2 in, guys, over the course of the week. Let me go right to it here. So here it is, guys. These are set, definite things. A bunch of sources have confirmed this, and I'm gonna give you some names. Of course, you guys know we spoke about Cameron Fleming last night. Cameron Fleming, the right tackle for the New England Patriots. He's coming to visit today. I think it's a 2-day visit. That's a good sign. He's coming to stay in Dallas. But there's other guys that we're looking at from the Patriots. So Cameron Fleming's coming in. Then we have his buddy there in New England. He's a backup lineman. All right. His name is LaAdrian Waddle. All right. And he's going to be coming in from the Patriots as well. Expected to visit the Cowboys sometime this week. Marcus Martin, formerly of the Browns and of the 49ers. He's going to be also visiting the Cowboys. So those are the 3 linemen that coming in, guys. And these guys, there's different positions for them. Cameron Fleming can play tackle. All right. He's played guard. He's played other positions, but his primary thing is left tackle, right tackle. That's where he likes to go. So it looks like it's going to go be depth if you use him. If you don't use him as depth and you start him at the right tackle, you'll move Lyle Collins to guard. You just got to shore up that left guard position, meaning depth. We need depth there. So thank you, Law Nation. We'll be safe. Scandrick is trash. Agreed. Especially nowadays, his progression stopped. Daryl L. Scandrick is trash in my opinion. Solid coverage, blitzing off the slide. Oh, you saying he isn't trash? Well, again, he's had some flashes, but I don't think like I said, trash now. I'd say he's pretty worthless now. But he's getting a good contract. You can't blame him for going that route. Fleming put Lyle Collins and that's what people are saying. Lavaltz, that's very, very possible that you'll see that if we get Cameron Fleming. But Marcus Martin, he started some games, he backed up some games. Larry Waddle is basically a backup. So when it comes to the offensive line, those are the 3 out of the 7 guys I'm going to talk about today. We'll talk more about them in shortly. Couple little numbers here and there. We jump to the receivers. We got 3 receivers coming in, guys. We talked about one of them yesterday. I think his name is let me just double check it and make sure. Oh yeah, here we go, guys. Deontay Thompson. Okay, we talked about him last night. Ex-Bills, ex-Bears player. Bears don't want to lose him. The Bills are trying to get him back. The Broncos are also looking at him. So we are bringing him in. And again, all these guys that I'm going to talk about are not to replace Dez Bryant. So don't start that thing up, guys. It's a supplement to Dez Bryant. It's like basically it's to replace Bryce Butler. So that's one name, all right? DeAndre Thompson. We also have Justin Hunter on the list. We also have Dontrell Inman. All right, so we have 3 more receivers coming in this week to visit with the Cowboys. In my opinion, Dontrell Inman, he showed some flashes of something that I think that we can use in this team. I like him. I wouldn't mind the Cowboys going out on a limb and getting him, going out on a limb and getting Cameron Fleming. Maybe even bringing in the guard, Marcus Martin. He plays guard, he plays tackle. That would replace Looney. All right, and he hasn't looked bad playing when he started at the left guard spot. So he can, you can have him. If you don't re-sign Cooper, and you need to move La'el Collins to guard if the Cowboys do that. I'm not saying we should or shouldn't. That's not even the debate. That was last night's kind of question. You guys can expand on that if you like. But if we use Cameron as a swing tackle backup, that's versatile. That's good. Either way, we win. You know what I mean? And at worst, if we keep, and I say at worst, if we keep La'el Collins at the right tackle and at the left guard, we move in, either re-sign Jonathan Cooper without the draft right now, or get this Marcus Martin, sign him, put him in there. He can also play center. He replaces basically Joe Looney if needed. But he might start. Maybe we get both these guys if we don't go linemen in the draft. Now, in my opinion, and I said this before, and I'll say it again, we trade down the first round. If there's no Derwin James, if there's no Roquan Smith, you trade down in the first round. If there's a Will Hernandez, you trade down in the first round. I don't care. And the reason I say that is because in the early parts, if we trade down 5 or 10 spots, we get ourselves a second or third round pick. That changes the game right there, guys. So if we do that, we end up grabbing someone like Isaiah Wynn instead of Will Hernandez. All right, but he's a versatile left tackle, can play left tackle as well, but he's a starting guard. Now you got your starting guard. All right, and you got Cooper or Marcus Martin backing him up. You got La'el Collins on the right side. You got Cameron Fleming backing up both sides. That's what you want to go for right there. And, of course, Will Hernandez would be great. We can get him. And I wouldn't be mad, of course, with that. But I'd be mad that we lost another opportunity to get a second rounder or a third rounder because we still get Isaiah Wynn, can still get who has pluses over Will Hernandez. You have Braden Smith, who you can get in the second round. I'm not saying he can still he has starting abilities. So when you look at the depth in the early rounds, the first 2 rounds of the draft, when it comes to left guard, we got some real good potentials there. We don't have to go Will Hernandez. Derwin James is a special player. All right. Roquan Smith is a special player. Those 2 spots of need to be filled by them if they're there. If they're not there, once again, we trade down 5 spots, get another third round pick. We trade down 10 spots, get another second round pick instead. If trading down 5, you trade down 10, you get a second. And if you do that, now you're putting yourself in a situation where you can get, Isaiah Wynn in the end of the first. Then you get a pass rusher or a Rashaan Evans, if you want, in the early second round with the pick that we traded down for. And then with our own second round pick, we can grab, if we need a linebacker, we need a defensive tackle. We can do many things there, multiple things. And then in the third, we get Deshaun Elliott. Fourth, we go receiver, tight end. You got Gesicki. You got Gallup. Just saying, we can really load up, guys, with both those guys in the 4th round. So when you break it all down, we have a lot of options here when it comes to these specific positions of need. But if we trade down, I think that would optimize the Cowboys' future the best, in my opinion, because we're not going free agent crazy this year. We know that already. So these names that I just mentioned, these 6 names, look for that. Now, the 7th name, and again, this is a much lesser expected guy right now to be in as of this moment. But there's factual proof. There's sources saying that definitely, no matter what, guys, this guy is interested. The Cowboys have shown interest in this guy. It's linebacker Navarro Bowman. Now, whether or not he's going to leave Cali, leave his family to play in Dallas, who knows? But that is, I will say, a good sign for those fans of Navarro Bowman, and I'm one of them. I wouldn't mind seeing him sign for a $2 million contract. All right, backing up, being our fourth, our in case linebacker. If something happens to Sean Lee or Jalen Smith, we got Navarro Bowman. All right, and so that's what I'm saying. If you go someone in the draft like a James Baker in the second round who plays the Damian Wilson spot, the Sam, the strong side, then we are setting ourselves up with 3 fantastic starters, and Navarro Bowman, who can play as a starter in the beginning if he needs to, or run in there as a viable, great backup, or when we switch it to a Deacon defense or some kind of 3-4 defense, we got Navarro Bowman in there too. So my point is, he'd be a great depth guy to put in there, along with drafting a veteran linebacker since we lost Anthony Hitchens. That's my 2 cents on that one. So that's the big updates on the Cowboys and those 7 players. There are some other updates on the Cowboys I want to mention. Players that we've named on this side here. So again, I'm going to bring those up in a minute here. I'm going to check up with your let me see what's going on, guys. We need to upgrade. Okay, I'm sorry. I just see what you're saying. I'm trying to catch up with some comments. There's the link, guys, for the new week of the leaderboard. And yes, we're going to do this still internationally, believe it or not. So when we go live, you can still drop a super chat or whatever you like, guys. But right now it's cleared. Space Cowboy still number one. And of course, as always, guys, make sure you don't forget, I didn't say it yet, hit that like button, that thumbs up. Hit the notification bell. Make sure it's turned on for all notifications when we go live, especially now when we go international. It's going to be all different time zones for you, for everybody, guys. We're 6 hours early. So make sure breaking news comes, we're gonna try to drop it if we're in Wi-Fi range. So make sure you have your notification bell on. If you're new, hit subscribe and don't forget, follow us on Twitter, guys. That's the way we put out some pre-notification stuff, so you guys know we're gonna go live soon. On top of that, thank you for the donations and our big winner last week. Yes, Stream Boss, Space Cowboy 17, guys. Subscribe up to him. We'll be gone this week, but these guys are gonna pick up the slack. People like Cowboy X Factor and Dallas Cowboy in Georgia, they throw some facts down as well, so check them out. But the crew you see down below, guys, and I'm pretty sure I have them linked below. Space Cowboy 17, sub up to him. All right, they're gonna be doing the roundtable this week. I will not. Myself and fiance will probably not be part of it, but we'll try to do an international one if possible and join them somewhere in their stream. We'll see. We don't want to blow it up, but if we can get in there, we'll try for sure. Space Cowboy. So Space Cowboy 17, Cowboys Legend 27 LL. We got DJ Crown J's, Fifth Quarter Cowboys, Dallas Cowboy Football News, and Dallas Cowboy Fan 1980. All these guys, man. You see the links below. Sub up to them right now. So, let me see here. You want to get Christian Kirk? No. Too early for Christian Kirk, Volts. I'm sorry. I disagree there. Not sure what's going on there with the email. Sorry, no notification. Man, that sucks because I saw other notifications. I put it on Twitter as well. So follow us on Twitter, man. That's why it's important. But sorry, didn't get that. You get extra second and third, you need to start thinking about upgrading T. Will. And that's where I think Dontre, he's more of a, Dontre Inman is more of would be a replacement for Bryce Butler, which I think would be good. We also have Noah Brown back there. And I want to talk about some other receivers, guys. And you know what? Yeah, I'm looking at this. I'm saying drafting a receiver in the 4th, 5th. There's so many receivers that are still very good. We don't have to go that high. But if we get the extra draft pick by trading down, then I wouldn't mind it so much if we drafted a receiver in the 2nd or 3rd round because we'd have an extra 2nd or an extra 3rd round pick. But we need to go offensive lineman in the first 2 rounds, no matter what. We need to get Deshaun Elliott at the very latest in the 3rd round, and we need to get a linebacker. And I would say Rashaan Evans, Malik Jefferson, James Baker, one of those guys in the first 2 rounds. So that's the way I look at it. Of course, if Roquan Smith, Derwin James is there, you don't trade down, you take him. That's it. Case closed. Let me give you some information that blew my freaking mind, guys. I just can't believe I saw this, and it is official. A lot of these contracts that were signed last week with some of my guys. Well, let me make sure you guys get the numbers right here, because there's no way in hell I would ever say to sign any of these guys for what they signed for, especially when you talk about Moncrief, Dante Moncrief, guys. Dante Moncrief, the numbers came out on him today, and it is insane. All right, you want some contract updates? The Jacksonville Jaguars. Okay, Moncrief was a guy I thought was under the radar. He's hasn't really played a full season, kind of injured here and there, but 3rd, 4th year, he has a lot of potential. Here's what's happening: Jaguars have signed him. We knew that, but now we got the numbers. 1 year contract for Dante Moncrief. Makes sense. All right, $9.6 million. Dante Moncrief, 1 year, $9.6 million. Did you guys hear me in the back? You guys hear me? $9.6 million, 1 year contract for Dante Moncrief. There's no way in hell. I said we wanted him for like 3 or 4 at the most. 4 would be overpaying for him. I said $3 million. You might make a run at him. $9.6 million. I can't believe it. It's a mic drop right there, guys. The Jacksonville Jaguars probably made one of the dumbest free agent pickups and not because he's bad, because they overpaid for him double his worth. That's insane. On top of that, guys, he can still get another $2 million in incentives. You're looking at possibly $11.6 million for 1 year for Dante Moncrief. Boy, they're banking on him to be the superstar, all-pro, Hall of Famer. I don't know what they're doing, but that's insane, guys. That is insane. Leave your thoughts on Dante Moncrief. Another one of my guys. And yes, one of my guys, John Brown. You guys remember him from the Arizona Cardinals? I mean, I really liked him. I thought he's somebody who could really open up the Dak-friendly kind of stuff that we talk about all the time. I think he's somebody who could create space. Well, he signed with the Baltimore Ravens last week, but you know what he is? You know what he's getting paid? John Brown's getting paid a 1 year contract, All right, I can understand that. Remember, he's got the sickle cell situation. $5 million. Now, in my opinion, it should be flipped around. If anything, I mean, Moncrief should get five, maybe. That's at most, topping out. That's how you don't get if the Cowboys don't pick him up for $5 million. But still, $5 million for Moncrief makes more sense than John Brown for nine and a half. I mean, that to me is insane. Both these guys got way too much money the Cowboys could afford. Thankfully, they did not get either of them, and that's what I'm saying, guys. Listen, when I call for these guys, you got to also understand that when I'm calling for them, I'm also putting on with an affordable price tag. I'm not saying just grab them for $8 million. That's insanity and that's stupid. I'm saying grab them for the right price, and those are two options that we were talking about off the board. All good. So I'm glad they're off the board because I don't want the Cowboys making dumb moves for them for that much money and dumb moves for Sammy Watkins for that much money. So thankfully things didn't work out on that side of things. I'll give you some more contract updates that are not the ones that we spoke about. Matt Barkley's deal with the Bengals is 2 years, 3.35 million. Caleb Sturgis, with the kicker, signed for 2 years with them with the Chargers, 4.45 million. I said about John Brown. Preston Brown's contract with the Bengals is 1 year, 4 million. Tyler Eifert's is 1 year, 5.5 million. Tyler Eifert, 5.5 million, 1 year for a tight end. That's probably the biggest one in the free agent market. But yeah, that Moncrief thing, guys, 9.6 million with 2 million in incentives he can get. That's insane. So, Seahawks free agent running back Mike Davis visiting the Rams today. They're stocking up. Raiders starting right tackle. Marshall Newhouse visiting the Bills today. They said with the Cordy Glenn trade, they're looking for another addition at the offensive line because the Bills lost Cordy Glenn to the Browns. So the Raiders now Raiders player is going to move over to the Bills. Giants, our division rivals, they just signed veteran cornerback B.W. Webb to a 1-year deal. He was most recently on the Browns. I wouldn't really lose too much sleep over him against our defense, against our offense. The Ndamukong Suh, guys. Suh is visiting the L.A. Rams today, and again, you team him up with Donald. What the hell's going on in L.A.? They got the best defense in the league. They got better defense than the Vikings, better defense than the Jaguars. If they go, they got to keep to lead. They run so many guys on defense. If they lost Ogletree, that's it, linebacker. Everybody else they've been bringing in. If they get Suh in there with Donald, I just hope the Eagles get crushed by them this year when they play him because we don't have to. Another guy we were looking at, and I had made a mention about him. I know that he signed with the Patriots. I know that he was going to visit, and then I know he signed. We found out how much he got signed for. And guys, this is one of those guys where I think the Cowboys should have made a move on. If this is what the cost was, then I think we should have made a move on Jeremy Hill. Jeremy Hill signed with the Patriots 1 year, $1.5 million. He got $150,000 signing bonus. So there's no guarantees. He has to earn the full $1.5 million in 1 year. Guys, that's a bonus bargain basement for this guy, Jeremy Hill, who has the potential to be that scat back. I don't want to say scat back because he's not a scat back, but he can be a quicker change of pace back that would work well with the Cowboys. It was a lost opportunity there. But then again, it's very possible that he wants to play with the Patriots. That's what the Cowboys have lost with this new attitude of the Jason Garrett and the Jerry Jones senility. That you're seeing that the drive to win is kind of leaving. The Patriots still have that, and that's why people want to go there they'll take cheaper pay cuts and cheaper salaries and cheaper contracts to go with the Patriots and the Cowboys, even if they offered them the same amount of money. So Jeremy Hill, $1.5 million for 1 year. I think that's a steal by the Patriots. Again, you realize the teams that are doing great deals here and there and getting some good. Not all the deals are great, but they're making moves. They made great moves last year. Some of these teams, the Eagles, the Patriots, they were in the Super Bowl. Just saying. So it's just too bad. Just to update you on the Justin Hunter receiver, he's scheduled to meet the Cowboys on Tuesday. Just want to make sure you guys know that. And all these guys are just to supplement Dez, not to replace him. All right. Let me go through some of these other guys that we mentioned, Cowboys style. Oh, Cowboy X Factor hitting the screen right there, man. Yes, we discussed him earlier. Scanner to the Skins. He can't. He's gonna get paid $10 million. $10 million for 2 years. That's crazy, right? So thank you for that drop, X Factor. You are leaderboard number 1. I'm going to fix it in a moment. Let me just get to this little chat here. Yes, Jason Hazard 2.0. Exactly. Skandrick, it's good that he's gone. $10 million, that's $5 a year. That's too much. Bye-bye. And guys, remember, even though he signed with them, he can't really officially sign with them until June 1st or post June 1st. So just keep that in mind. Um, so let's go here, guys. Some receivers, some of the Cowboys. Well, let me just jump over here. Terrell Pryor visiting the Seahawks today, guys. He's going to meet the Jets next. Remember, Seahawks, now the Jets. We'll see what happens. Let me just hear. Colts are hosting former Lions tight end Eric Ebron today. He previously just visited with the Panthers, as you know. We discussed that one already. Chargers linebacker Corey Toomer had 125 tackles last 2 seasons. Is visiting the Colts this week here, guys. Or I'm sorry, today. Of course, we talked about Ndamukong Suh and Aaron Donald joining forces on the Rams. That'd be freaking insane. Don't know anything about it. But yeah, guys, both these guys, both of our. Well, I'll talk about our guys in a minute here. Here we go. So again, you guys remember Joe Lockhart? He was the one that shafted Zeke on the appeal case. So he retired. He was gone. A new job for him. He's now CNN's newest political commentator, Joe Lockhart. So if you didn't like CNN before and you're a Cowboy fan, you're gonna hate CNN now. The Rams, again, more Rams talk here. They're re-signing defensive tackle Dominique Easley to a 1-year deal. So now if you get Easley, you get Sue, you get Donald. Oh my goodness. The Rams are going to kill it out there, guys. DeMarco Murray, for the former Cowboy running back, you want to know a little update on him. He's visiting with Miami Dolphins today. The tour of DeMarco Murray continues. So, again, a lot of people are the Cowboys were looking at a pre-draft guy. One of the 30 pre-draft guys the Cowboys were looking at was offensive tackle. I think left tackle Colton Miller from UCLA. Someone to keep in the back of your head there if we draft them later on. Former Bears linebacker Pernell McPhee visiting the Redskins. All right. He's gonna that's the first his first known visit of free agency. So a little fun fact about Orlando Scandrick, since Cowboy X Factor brought him up. Scandrick off the roster now. Sean Lee in his 9 seasons with the Cowboys. Remember, Scandrick had 10. Sean Lee in his 9 seasons, he's now the longest tenured Cowboy. He's the oldest Cowboy currently on the roster, Sean Lee. Behind him, Tyrone Crawford, drafted in 2012. Behind Tyrone Crawford, the team's third longest tenured defender. I'm sorry, these are all defenders, because on offense we do have Tyron Smith, but and Des Bryant. But I'm saying our oldest player on our defense was Scandrick. Now it's Sean Lee with 9 seasons. After him is Tyrone Crawford, probably be gone. And after him, Jeff Heath, his third longest tenured defender. It's crazy. Now, Scandrick did say, quote, "For the past 10 years, it's been my privilege to rep the Cowboys organization on the field and in the community. As my time in Dallas comes to an end, I thank Jerry Jones and his family, coaches, teammates, training staff, and Cowboys Nation for their unwavering support. It's been an honor to wear the star." So for the years he's given us some good games, thank you. And again, guys, I'm trying to see if there's any. Okay, so really, now we're just talking about our Cowboy players as we wrap this thing up here. Before myself and fiance go on our beautiful, beautiful romantic vacation, let me fix the leaderboard first and foremost. Give much respect to Cowboy X Factor dropping it, taking 2 points of a Space Cowboy on the stream boss. One moment, guys. Let me fix that. I'm gonna definitely read up on some of your stuff. If you guys have not yet, make sure you hit like, subscribe if you're new, hit the notification bell, and join us on Twitter. Follow us on Twitter. It helps us out on all those fronts, guys. You're all set. You're done, man. You're in the books. Cowboy X Factor leading the board up top for this week, for our international week, the Cowboys Abroad week. And much love to Cowboys Abroad. We got something special for him. So thank you for that, X Factor. Now let me quickly look some stuff here. Yes, Gregory Lightbody. What's up, bro? He can't play slot. Let me see. Who can play slot? Scandrick can play slot, but we have Byron Jones going to be playing slot now. And I think that's actually an upgrade, especially to where the directions they were going. Byron Jones still young and up and has a, higher ceiling. Scandrick, older, lower, going downhill. He did sign 2 years, Matthew. 2 years, $10 million for Scandrick. Yeah, I'm pretty much done with him, Cowboys and Georgia. So I mean, look, we got to just watch out for him with the Redskins. He'll be ready to get some revenge. He's the one that blocked that. Didn't he block the kick or run the kick? He's the one that ran the kick back almost for a touchdown. against the Redskins last year in Washington. So he'll be looking to revenge us, or whatever you want to call it. So we'll see what happens. um, Let me see here. He's just a depth. We have first rounder Fabian Moreau. Um, yeah, you're a Redskin fan. That's right. So Georgia's. I love Moreau. He was so pissed you got him. Yeah, I mean a lot. And I'm pissed that they got Zach Brown too. The Redskins. So let me go. Let me go through here, guys. Let me see here. I'm just seeing an update on some other YouTuber channel that's just kind of late on stuff. But when it comes to signing for cornerback Orlando Scandrick signing, we knew that he's going to get a 2-year deal, 10 million max. We said that earlier, and the first thing we said in the stream was that actually. So, remember, it's official now. LP Losador, long snapper, 14 years on the Cowboys. Much love to him, guys. He's a needed guy. Now I'm going to go through all these little names that I just mentioned, and guys, I want to make sure I'm going to change this. The thumbnail, so you'll see all the guys that I'm talking about in this stream. You'll see them right in your screen. If you join us on Twitter, you'd see the picture. I want you to just get a view of these guys and see what we got brewing. Of course, Navarro Bowman. What's up, guys? Stupid Dog in the house. What's up? Listen, here's the thing. Navarro Bowman, first and foremost, is the only one out of the 7 guys. That's the maybe. All right, he's very much. The Cowboys have a lot of interest in him. They had a lot of interest in October 14th. When he was looking to, and he was cut by the Niners. So the Cowboys are looking to pick him up. He stayed in Cali with his family in Oakland. Now he's a free agent. Cowboys are interested in him, but they have not contacted him yet. But it's in the works, so look for that maybe to come soon. Again, I don't have any sources. This is my opinion, but I do know that for sure the Cowboys are interested in Navarro Bowman. Whether or not they'll sign him, who knows? The 6 guys that are left on this list that are definitely coming in this week and or today to visit the Cowboys. I'm going to give you some information about all these guys. So sit back, relax, and let yourself go. Wide receiver Deontay Thompson. Okay, he's got a couple offers. Like I said, 38 catches for the Bills and Bears last year combined. Buffalo has talked about him coming back. Buffalo likes him. The Bears don't want him to go. The Broncos are trying to get him. And, of course, our Cowboys, we got a visit set up with him. So let's see how he goes. Guard/center, who would replace Looney if he signs, and also be some depth, maybe start at guard. Marcus Martin, Zach Martin, Marcus Martin. He's going to visit the Lions, which he did already. He's going to come to the Cowboys, guys, and he's going to visit us, and we'll see what he signs or not. He's a former 3rd-round pick for the Niners. He spent last season with the Browns. You'll see him in the picture with the Browns. Let's see here, guys. Remember, he's a 24-year-old veteran, okay, a 4-year vet. So he was drafted at 20. He's 24 now. He's 4-year vet. He's got some starting stuff under his belt. He's a full-time starter, pretty much, a versatile interior offensive lineman, meaning guard and center. So again, if he's not starting and we get Cooper anyways, and we draft Will Hurd, this guy would be a good piece. I think we could slide him in there if he's affordable. So let's see what happens with him as an interior lineman, guard center. The big name LL broke that months ago. About throwing that name out there, and he identified him, and he's looking like it might be going through, guys. I mean, if I don't go live, make sure you subscribe to the guys below us, because they will break that news ASAP. If we sign Cameron Fleming formerly of the New England Patriots, he's coming in today. He's gonna have a 2-day visit with us. That's a great freaking sign. Dallas Cowboy Football News told me, like, hey, that's a good sign. I'm like, man, that's awesome, and that's all coming from people like Mike Fisher and Todd Archer and reliable sources. So this is a good thing, guys. Fleming started 27 out of 40 games for New England in his career, including this past Super Bowl. Again, that's what's making people think, oh, maybe we'll move Collins over to guard. I'm not going to go into that right now. Guard, a lot of issues with that. Why couldn't he take over for Leary? Maybe because, again, Leary was there for so many weeks that he started to, mesh and you just don't want to throw them off on the offensive line, throwing La'el Collins back in there. Maybe this time, if they start from training camp, he would be better off that way. Maybe he's better off at right tackle. Either way, Cowboys have to get some depth at tackle, whether that's Cameron Fleming or not. I'm happy with him there. If we can bring him in and we can get this what's his name, Marcus Martin kid, we get him in there. He's another guy we can let go of Looney. We have another option now with Cooper. Don't have to go crazy about signing him. And he can start, this guy. Maybe can start. He's been a starter in Cleveland, starting a couple places, guys. So I would not sleep on this guy at all. He's a guy that you can do a lot with. It makes things the Cowboys offensive line a lot more versatile. And again, any injuries go down, we can start moving people. If anybody the tackle gets injured, if Tyron Smith has to go down, we have to move Cameron Fleming in that spot. If he's playing right tackle, we move Lyle Collins back to the right tackle and move Fleming to left tackle. Whatever it may be, maybe move Collins to left tackle. I don't know, but my point is, it's a good deal. It's everything looking good for a lot of these guys, but we're not going to sign all 6 of them. So keep that in mind. So Cameron Fleming, started 20 games, as I said, guys, in 4 years, 12 at right tackle, 4 at left tackle, and 4 as a 6th offensive lineman. And he's had to come in and play as a 6th lineman on the field. So close to a starter type. Might not be able, that might not be worth to be taking over that right tackle spot, but a fantastic depth guy without question. LL, he got that one right. If we sign him, let's see, but it's a good sign. As far as and again, I'm going to say this what's his name? I keep forgetting his name, but yes, Marcus Martin. He some people have analyzed his tapes, and the games that he's missed, and basically the consensus about him is that basically he should be moved over to offensive guard, not center as much. In Cleveland as offensive guard, he was much better than with the 49ers at center. So keep that's important to note. Offensive guard, he's a little better than center. That's a good sign there. Very talented, though, is what they're saying. So when it comes to Marcus Martin, let's see what happens. When you think about it, one of these signings, Justin Hunter, Dontrell Inman, DeAndre Thompson, these 3 guys, I think one of these guys will be signed with the Cowboys, one of these receivers for depth. When you look about the offensive line, you got Cameron Fleming, you got Marcus Martin, and you also have Ladrian Waddle, who's the backup tackle in New England. Keep that in mind. Now, do we want the backup tackle or do we want their starting tackle? How much more of a difference will that cost to get Cameron Fleming or Leandre Waddle? So these 2 guys are kind of fighting over that one spot in Dallas, and maybe Marcus Martin will be that guard, that backup guard / starting guard maybe, or definitely backup center. But he seems to be much better at guard. Very talented, they say. If we want to talk about, so let me see here. Center guard Marcus Martin, 6'3", 310 pounds, 24 years old. Cameron Fleming is 25 years old. He's 6'6", 320 pounds. Former 4th round pick. And he's from Texas, so keep that in mind too. Ladrian Waddle, he's 27 years old. He's 6'6", 315, also from Texas. Played at Texas Tech. He was undrafted in 2013, started 28 of his 45 games, but then recently has been more of a backup. So again, guys, he started a playoff game this year with the Patriots. Waddle did. And again, I'm just letting you know the background, these 3 linemen. Marcus Martin, 24, 6'3", 310. Cameron Fleming, 25 years old, 6'6", 320. And Ladrian Waddle is 27 years old, 6'6", 315. There you go. Now let's go to the receivers for a second, guys. These tier 2 guys. Dontrell Inman, he's 29 years old. Okay, he went undrafted. Became a CFL standout. He's 6'3", and I remember him with the Chargers guys, with the San Diego Chargers. This guy can ball out sometimes, so keep your eye on him. I think he'll be a great guy to come in there, a Bryce Butler type that can maybe push T. Will. I don't know. We'll see. But he had a productive time with the San Diego Chargers, and then last year he was with the Bears. He had pretty good season there with them. Not consistent, but he had a good season with them. He served basically. He ended up, because of all the injuries, to be their top wideout. So Dontrell Inman, to me, would be the one I'd like out of those 3 guys, depending on the cost again. Always depending on the cost. So let's see here. I talked about these guys already. Hold on. Give me one moment. Man, I just love all these guys we're bringing in. I would say, for the most part, they're all pretty damn good. I would not be unhappy with one of these receivers and one of these linemen. I'd be happier with some over others. But yeah, it looks like Ladrian Waddle is coming in on Tuesday, and Cameron Fleming will be there on later today. You might hear a signing today, guys, by Cameron Fleming, and Waddle is coming in Tuesday. So we'll see what happens. That's interesting, the way they kind of staggered them. Navarro Bowman, guys, that's another guy. You got to remember, he's on the Cowboys' radar, but he's not a priority right now for the Cowboys. I would not mind seeing him on there, $2.5 million, secure a veteran linebacker in case Lee goes down. Navarro Bowman would be a stellar player to step into that spot, in my humble opinion, and even sometimes start if need be. I don't know. You could replace Damian Wilson probably, depending on who you draft. If you get James Baker, can play out left, that Sam strong side. I think we're in good shape as well as that as well. What's up, Brenda Jane, Daryl O, Dallas Cowboy in Georgia, all you guys, man. Thank you for providing some help out there too for the fans of my Cowboys family. But Navarro Bowman, someone to keep an eye on in the next week or so to see what happens with him. See if the Cowboys make a move on him. Definitely, the Cowboys are definitely interested in getting him. So keep that in mind. Yeah, it looks like Waddle is visiting tonight and tomorrow. And again, man, he's coming in tonight, but he's going to visit tomorrow. Fleming is visiting both days. I love it. I love it. I like what the Cowboys are doing. Now, another guy, Justin Hunter, guys, from the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's 26 years old, a second-round pick of the Tennessee Titans in 2013. He's a 6'4" receiver with speed. Largely unproductive, though, in playing in 4 seasons, including the Steelers last year. So, again, Justin Hunter, you guys know him. I think you guys remember him with the Tennessee Titans. There were bigger plans for him. He has not panned out. He's 6'4". We have speed. So that's a good thing. I think Inman, though, I will be honest, guys, I think Inman would be a better pickup than him. I think Inman has better hands than him. I think Inman has done more things than him. So let's see what happens as that goes on. I mean, I just, and I think that's all the receivers. I mean, we spoke about Deontay, is that his name? Deontay Thompson, okay? A lot of the teams want him. I would not be unhappy with. I think out of the three, here's the way I'd rank them, guys, and this is how I'm going to kind of end this thing here. I'm going to rank them for you right now. When it comes to offensive linemen, and again, this is all cost included in this. All right, I'm going to say this: linemen, I would like Cameron Fleming, number one, the best versatile backup depth, right, left tackle we can have in our team. Then next, I would say, I guess tackle-wise, you'd want Adrian Waddle because he's the only one left there. But then you also want Marcus Martin. He'll replace a Looney and also maybe be a backup guard, whether we draft someone or don't re-sign Cooper. He has some vital use for us. He has some use from the Cowboys. So that I like all three of those guys. I think we'll sign Fleming and maybe Marcus Martin. We'll see. As far as the receivers, guys, I would not mind Dontrell Inman. I think he's my leader, has an inside track over Deontay Thompson. I think he's good too. So I think both those guys we can't lose. I would not be mad with either of those guys. A little more disappointed with Justin Hunter, but it all depends on the costs on these guys. So that's pretty much it, guys. Listen, we're going to the airport here in about 10 minutes, so I got to go right now. Much appreciated, much love. Cowboy X Factor, thank you for the drop and the donation, guys. We're going to try to do this again internationally, so make sure you keep and stay tuned. Remember, we're 6 hours in front, so we're wrapping up the night over there. It's like 10, 11 o'clock, and we're chilling, and if something breaks here, it's like 4, 5, 6 o'clock. We're going to break it to you guys, and we'll let you know if possible. If not, keep up with the other guys down below. Space Cowboy 17, Dallas Cowboy Football News, LL, Cowboys Legend 27, Dallas Cowboy Fan 1980, and of course, DJ Crown J's Fifth Quarter Cowboys. And of course, also, guys, check out Cowboy X Factor. Check out Dallas Cowboy in Georgia, and a whole bunch of you guys out there. R87, great guys out here doing either Cowboy content or just YouTube stuff, or just commenting and just being very knowledgeable with the Cowboys. Much love to all you guys. As we leave the mainland and we leave the States, we just want to say, guys, stay safe out there. Don't go crazy. Do anything. We want you back on the family here, whether it's overseas when we go live, walking in the streets, or in the evening there, afternoon here, breaking some news, whatever it may be, guys. We do a live stream chat over there, 1 or 2 maybe. We'll see. We'll try to get one in there like this. It'll be a lot of fun, guys. It'll be our first international stream, so it'll be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to it, guys, and thank you all for. Yeah, I agree, Daryl. You guys are awesome, man. I'm going to give a quick shout out to everybody here. Dallas Cowboy in Georgia. We all agree. Daryl, myself, you guys, Dante Inman needs to be the one. I hope that we sign. I don't mind the guy from the Bills, DeAndre, I don't know what to say his name, but Thompson. He's not bad either, but we'll see. Drag seat in the house. Thank you, man. Safe trip. Thank you. We will have a safe trip, I'm sure. Daryl O in the house. Dallas Cowboy in Georgia. Much love. Brenda Jane making an appearance. What's up? How you doing? Let's see who else we got in here. We got Spoony Dog. Yeah. Greg Lightbody, Redskin fan, representing his skins. We have Matthew 123 in the house. 123, 123. We got the big drop by Cowboy X Factor, man. Sub up to him, man. Thank you for the drop. The $2 holla. Well, actually $1.99 holler. Can't really say $2 holler. Let's see what we got in here, guys. Um, Trying to go back here. It's not letting me go back too far. You guys are Cowboys King 23. LA Volts. La Volts is in the house. Of course, my fiance is in here somewhere. Law Nation. He was in the beginning of this thing. Much love to him and his channel. Do your thing, Law. Do your thing. Turbo Dog. Turbo Dog. Turbo Dog. Buddy Johnson. What's up, Buddy Johnson? Um, and the whole rest of the crew, guys. Much love to all of you guys. Much love to X Factor dropping the 199 holler. As you can see, the roundtable guys, join them this week for sure. They're gonna have that. We'll try and make an appearance, but you know what to do. Space Cowboy 17 and all the rest of the crew down below. Check it out. What's up, El Chapo Paco? What's up, man? We're gonna fly out right now. I'm getting the go sign now. We gotta run because it's time to go to time to go to Holland, guys, and have some romantic times for a week with my fiance. So a year and a half, over a year, almost a year and a half planned trip, and we're gonna have some fun out there, guys. We're gonna try to broadcast a little bit, but we're gonna just chill and relax, get away from everything, and have fun. But we're always, we're always keeping our ear close to them Cowboys. You know that. So much love, man. Yeah, Cam Fleming, Dontre Inman, those two guys are the ones I would like to see signed. So let's see if they hit. Let's see if they hits, guys. We would love to get Cameron Fleming, versatile left tackle, right tackle, backup basically, maybe moving around some pieces. I don't want to get into that. Any other option? Well, I think they might sign. They got 3 receivers coming in. I would love for them to sign Dontrell Inman. If they sign both those guys, we're good to go. So let's see. Let's see if we get them. I think we get them for under 5 combined. If we do that, that's a victory in free agency for the Cowboys, and at least a check mark along with Chris Richard as the best moves we've made so far. The only moves, honestly, but other than LP Lasador and tagging Tank. So, guys, thanks again, everybody, man. We're going to kind of roll out of here in the way we always kind of roll out of here. And you know how we do things. You know how we do things, guys.